welcome everyone. This is Atlantic episode 16. I am Joseph Cabrera and we are almost there. Only a few more episodes left before we head to Empire No Escape 2. Of course, here is Layla Lacroix, one of the challengers that will be challenged for the Empire Atlantic Women's Championship at No Escape 2 in a triple threat match. She will be teaming with the Women's Champion Rosetta to take on the other challenger, Ardiente, and the winner of the Women's Conquest Rumble match, Anna Nightmare. Big tag team match that kicked off this episode of Atlantic. Layla Lacroix is a former Women's Champion in her own right. She cashed in her Emperor's Climb briefcase at the first Empire Strikes Back, beating Anna Nightmare to win her first championship. So of course there's history there. If she were to win the championship at No Escape 2, they could be set for a rematch at Empire Strikes Back 2. But that's only if she can win. Of course, as you can see, the women's champion, two-time women's champion, Rosetta, making her way to the ring. Her arrogance and her attitude have perceived her lately. Of course, she regained the championship from Becky Lynch after possibly ending her career in that Falls Count Anywhere match. And then she taunted and poked fun at a Nightmare at the 2-year anniversary special. Got a punch in the mouth for her trouble. Of course, you can say what you want about the attitude of this woman, but she certainly is a great competitor. The only two-time Atlantic Women's Champion in the history of that title. Here she is competing. She's cleared to compete, so that's why she's competing here tonight. We gotta think, will she be able to make it out of that triple threat match at No Escape 2? Tonight they gotta focus on the task at hand, and that's facing former Women's Champion and the Empire Conquest 2 Women's Rumble match winner, Anna Nightmare, as well as Ardiente. So Anna Nightmare, the key thing about this whole thing is the fact that Rosetta brought up what happened at the first Empire Strikes Back, and that was that Anna Nightmare defeated long-reigning Women's Champion Novocaine for the championship. But just minutes later, she was jumped by Athena Blight. Novocaine was injured and taken out by a pure con. And that set up Layla Lacroix cashing in her Emperor's Climb briefcase she won earlier in the night to capture the championship. That was the formation of Project Omega. The issues with that Novocaine and Anna Nightmare had with that group was Anna was set to compete in the 6-woman tag match Empire Uprising with Novocaine and Becky Lynch for the championship against Project Omega, where she was taken out early in the night. And of course, Rosetta revealed that it was her that took out Anna Nightmare, which set up her replacing her in that match. A lot of history going on, and of course Anna wants to get her hands on Rosetta for sure. This is the dark horse of this whole scenario, and that's Ardiente. She made her debut in the Conquest Women's Rumble match, and then was able to win that Battle Royal last weekend Atlantic that I called last eliminating Tegan Knox to get her shot in here. She's a virtual unknown here, but what a ticket it could be in her third ever match to win the Women's Championship and possibly have a headline spot at the biggest show of the year for Empire. Biggest show of season 2. And here we go to start off this match. And Layla Lacroix mocking Anna Nightmare, but I don't think that was a good idea. Oh my god, look at these shots. Of course, these two women, like I said, have no love lost for each other. They have history. Of course, at the 1-year anniversary special, Layla actually successfully defended the championship against Anna. Because Layla Lacroix was the women's champion for the first half of this season. Of course, as I mentioned, she lost the championship at Empire Rising in that 6-woman tag team match to Rosetta. It's a hip toss right there as Ardiente gets tagged in. Of course, look at the arrogance of Layla Lacroix. Of course, Project Omega has been kind of a downswing the last few months. Haven't been able to get a lot of wins. But this could turn it around if Layla is able to regain the Women's Championship. And look at that counter, Hurricane Rana. good night. Rosetta gets clocked off the apron. Because Ardiente has a lot to prove herself. She's a virtual unknown. She's recently starting out her career here in Empire. On the Atlantic brand, look at that. No, the light suplex into a standard suplex. Athleticism of this woman is impressive. No, Rosetta didn't like that cheap shot. And look at those knee strikes. And a cheap shot to Anna as well. Oh my goodness, we got a big night for you. As we said, this is the tag team match. We also have Take 2, the number one contenders for the Atlantic Tag Team Championships are going to be in action. We're going to see Lawson take on Cassie Danger. In singles competition. We're also going to have 2 men that are inside the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be Malik Brown, one-on-one with Aleister Black. Malik Brown now cleared to compete. And we also have the North American Championship is going to be on the line. Seth Rollins is going to defend that championship against Matthew Stone. What a match that would be. Of course, our big main event of the night. Look at that Hurricane Rana again. The Thus of Ardiente. And a leg drop. Big main event of the night. Tyson Gore is going to be in action one-on-one against the sinister Scotsman, Drew McIntyre. What a main event that would be. Ahead of his Atlantic Championship match one-on-one against Ryan Evans that would take place at No Escape at all. Went for the senton. Rosetta was tagged in doing all this. I forgot to mention that as I was explaining the card, but Rosetta able to counter it with that STO. Goodness. Of course, the veteran is Rosetta, capitalizing 2-time women's champion here in Empire. Of course, she wants to headline the biggest show of the year. She could do that moonsault if she can get by. Ardiente and Layla, knees up, just like Rosetta had just a moment before. And look at this. Oh my god, like a twist of fate stunner. Hooks the leg first cover of the match. Only a 2 count though. Like I said, big night. We're slowly on the road to Empire Strikes Back 2, the 2-night event. But one of the biggest road bumps in that will be No Escape 2, of course. And another big thing that I will mention. Look at this, tag back in there, and a double back suplex off the top. What a move that was. And I'm pretty happy with herself for that. That is stunned on the floor. No way, she's looking for something. Rosetta gets out the way, pushes her off. Look out. Did the deal. Falcon Arrow. Into the covers. This is enough to put away Anna. 1, 2. Only 2. I also mentioned that immediately following No Escape, we will have a CPV special event that we took place last year. It would be Empire Tour of the Islands 2020. Yes, of course, it will take place in Puerto Rico. And it will be an event that you, the fans, will be able to vote on the matches and stipulations for each match. Look at that kick over the cover. Layla kicks out. The opponents and the stipulations for the matches that will take place on that event that will be taking place immediately following No Escape 2, the special event, before we get on the road to Empire Strikes Back 2. Rosetta, oh my god, that's the Bex. That Bex-Sploder bomb kick out at 2, of course, mocking Becky Lynch, of course. Becky Lynch. Manhandle slam, Becky Lynch. We don't know the state of her, if she will return after being tossed off the truck. And that's what allowed Rosetta to regain the Women's Championship. She gets speedy recovery, tag back into Layla. Layla's back in this match, and look at a forearm. And oh, look at this. Turns her back. That was a mistake, and that allowed the tag to lose Ardiente. And look at these clotheslines by Ardiente. And Layla countered back. Ardiente counters back. Back suplex. Top of her head. And she's going to go up top. Oh, she's maybe looking for something, but Rosetta just sucker punched her off the apron. Of course, no love lost then. Oh my goodness. Ardiente made her pay for that. Knocks her off the apron. Rosetta now counters. Rosetta counters. Shot to the Lacroix. Full Lawson bomb, whatever that was. My goodness. Electric chair drop. And oh, wait a second. That's Novocaine. Novocaine is assaulting Akira Khan on the stage here. What is this about? Well, we know Novocaine has no love lost. For Project Omega. My god, what a kick. And it was Layla last eliminating Novocaine in that battle royal to win her spot into the triple threat match. And oh, wait a minute. She's got Khan up. Cane Crusher. Cane Crusher right there. Meanwhile, in the ring, Layla is completely distracted by this. No, look out, look out. Death by intoxication. Novocaine just sent a message to Layla right there. With that death by intoxication on the stage. No, wait, distracted. She was distracted. Hurricane around her. That allows Ardiente to capitalize. Meanwhile, while that was happening on the ramp, Ardiente was getting her bearings back in the ring. What a DDT, my goodness, on the top of her head. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Lucy Ardiente picks up the win for her team. What a win that is, pinning a former women's champion. Could she be the one to win the championship? It could be the case after this performance. But the big kicker was Novocaine assaulting Lacroix's teammate or associate in Project Omega, Akira Khan, on the stage. And that completely distracted Layla to give the momentum back to Ardiente to pick up this win. Because we know Anna will be watching at No Escape 2 in that triple threat match. One of these three women that Evolve could be her opponent. We have to see when we see there, but of course this was a back and forth tag team match. But at the end of the day, it was Luz Ardiente capitalizing on the situation, planting Layla with that DDT to pick up a huge victory for herself. Anna and Lawente get the win. Could this be the match for the World Championship at No Escape 2? We have to see to find out. Back, ladies and gentlemen, and like I said, we're gonna have a huge matchup tonight. One or two men that would be inside that Elimination Chamber match at No Escape 2. Of course, the winner of that match will go on to challenge the Atlantic World Champion at Empire Strikes Back 2. So you can see, and I know Malik Brown cleared to compete after being tossed off a ladder in Empire No Escape, Empire Conquest 2, excuse me. He was injured because of that. Of course, that led to Seth Rollins gaining the North American Championship from Roman Reigns. But here is Malik Brown here and now. He's going to go one-on-one with Aleister Black. Of course, Aleister Black qualified last week, defeating Apollo Crews and an opponent triple threat match to earn his spot in the chamber. Of course, we also have later tonight the two other men that will be involved in the Elimination Chamber in a match for the North American title. Seth Rollins defending against Matthew Stone. Of course, the other two men, the Machine, Brian Cage, and Grimm, will be making his first ever appearance in a match. We have not seen him in a match yet in Empire. Of course, he's come out and assaulted people as he did last week when he assaulted Matthew, as he did when he assaulted Tyson Gore at the Empire 2-year anniversary special, and of course costing TJ Nicholson the Empire Atlantic World Championship before that in Empire Conquest 2. Brown is a former North American champion. Of course, he wants more, and he could get that by getting a shot at the Atlantic World Championship if he could win this chamber match. One of the men he's gonna get through his opponent tonight, also a former North American champion, in Aleister Black. Here comes that man right now. Former North American champion. Like I said, he's had so many opportunities to possibly become the number one contender. Wait a minute, Brian Cage! As I was going to say that Black has had many chances to try and be the number one contender. He's got one more chance at No Escape. Brian Cage with a sledgehammer just assaults him, and oh my goodness, Weapon X on the rampway. We're supposed to have this match between him and Malik Brown, and Brian Cage just made sure that didn't happen. It was not gonna happen. Oh my goodness, look out, Drill Claw on the stage. Brian Cage just decimated one of his opponents inside that Elimination Chamber match. No way, I think he's gonna go to the ring now. He's gonna go after Malik. He's gonna go after Malik now. Oh, look, Malik's fighting back. He was ready for it. Brian Cage has been on a tear. He assaulted El Novino. Look at these strikes to take his Rumble spot at Empire Conquest 2, and then he assaulted Roman Reigns and cost him the North American Championship inside of a steel cage at the 2-year anniversary special. And last week, look at that assault by Malik Brown. He's going right after. This isn't a match here. This is just a fight between these two. What a super kick. I was going to say the fact that last week after he destroyed his opponent, he said he did what he did because he could. Because he's the Machine, and because he will be. And because of that, he will win that Elimination Chamber. I don't know about that. It's a pretty arrogant statement to make. But these two men are just brawling. He just got tossed onto my table right here. Did Malik Brown, and he's going to go after him again. Well, Malik counters then. Oh my goodness. Again, this is not a match, ladies and gentlemen. This was supposed to be Malik Brown vs. Aleister Black, but Brian Cage just dropped him on the top of his head on the stage. He's getting a medical attention right now. Look at these chair shots. Brown is just unhinged right now. Medical staff is taking him to the back after that assault. Hopefully he will be fine to actually wrestle inside that chamber match. We don't know. But look at Brown now. Brown is completely taking control. Brown, of course, it was Brian Cage who probably thought he could soften up two of his opponents in the chamber, but Brown is making sure that that's not going to happen fully. No, look at that. He's sizing him up here. Jaguar knee coming. No. Brian Cage gets out, and oh my god, what a knee strike. And now look at him, he's running away. He started this fight with Malik, and now he's getting out of dodge because it was too much. And hopefully Aleister Black is okay, but these two men will meet again inside the Elimination Chamber. Because Brian Cage tried to make a statement, but Brown just made his own. He is not afraid of Brian Cage. Proof, and oh wait, Novocaine. That's Athena Blight, the other member of Project Omega. And oh no, Novocaine K-Crusher. Novocaine is unhinged here. Assaulted Akira Khan. And of course, apparently it was because she wants to end the Project Omega death by intoxication on the concrete. Well, it looks like Novocaine made sure that Project Omega is out of commission for Layla Lacroix.
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Look out. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. Thousands of mothers die when their sons go off to fight and lose their lives. I said war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely. Let's get sad again.
Well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that match unfortunately was ruined thanks to Brian Cage. But we gotta move on now, and we got more women's action here tonight. Here is Cassie Danger. She made her first appearance in the Conquest Rumble match. Of course, she was also in the Battle Royal on last week's Extraction. Of course, she did not win that Battle Royal, but here she is making her first singles match debut. She's got a tall test ahead of her because her opponent so far is unbeaten in singles competition. She was the runner-up in the Women's Conquest Rumble match. Her opponent, of course, is Kelly Lawson. We've just gotten word that she will be in action again at the kickoff show to No Escape 2 because Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae has challenged her to a 2-on-1 handicap match for the kickoff show of No Escape 2, and she's accepted that. So that's going to happen at No Escape 2. So I forgot to mention, we also will have tonight, we're going to have Distance Riley. He's going to go one-on-one with Aussie Andy, because Distance Riley actually assaulted Tasmanian Tiger Mask on the last episode of Distraction. Challenged Andy to that match. Said he had his own tag team partner that was going to get him the tag team division by storm. We're going to have to see who that is later tonight. But here is Kelly Lawson. It's pretty much complete. For No Escape 2 kickoff show, we're going to have a 2-on handicap match. Kelly Lawson's going to take on Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai. She's defeated both of those women in the last two matches she's had. I tell she is an impressive individual. They've barely been able to get even one count. You gotta think she is assured to possibly be a future challenger for the Women's Championship because of how impressive she is. Don't want to count out Cassie Danger though. She could definitely pull around in this match. We have to see. You gotta think, for any woman though, 2 women would be hard to defeat. But I don't know though. Kelly Lawson just proven that she's just on a different level than any other women so far in this division. I'm gonna ring the bell here. Cassie Danger gonna go 1-on-1 here. Kelly Lawson, and Lawson didn't assault her opponent from behind this week, but just booted her in the face. I don't know if that's any better. Big back suplex. My goodness. Of course, she, like I said, unpinned, unsubmitted in singles competition. Of course, she did not win the Conquest Rumble match. So that could count as a defeat, as a loss, but it's not a defeat. She was not pinned. She was not submitted. She still haven't been pinned submitted here in Empire. And oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, Cassie finally found some life here. Look at these elbows. Vicious elbow shots. My goodness, just took Kelly to a knee, but she did not go down. More elbows by Cassie. Look at these shots, and oh my gosh, she hasn't even gone down. She did not go down to those. And now look at these shots by Kelly. My goodness, this is hard to watch. Off the ropes here, went for something. But Cassie caught the foot in the double axe handle. And again now she got her down. She's looking to get the momentum here. You gotta put as much effort as you can to try and beat this woman with a spine buster. Vicious spine buster by Cassie Danger. No, she went for the knee strike. And look at that bulldog. Look at the speed by Kelly Lawson to dodge out of that, to hit that bulldog. And now she's got her up. She's got her up here on her shoulders, and oh, what a chop block. Cassie able to get out of it to hit that chop block. She could possibly get an opportunity to win this. Off the ropes, and oh my goodness, what a knee strike, just bowled Lawson out of the ring. I tell you, I am impressed with what Cassie's been able to do so far against Kelly. Going around the corner, another spear. What a spear. Referee trying to get them back in the ring, but I don't think that matters. And look at Kelly. Kelly, just like that, one shot to the knee to get back into this match. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, look out. Oh my goodness. She just speared Cassie through the barricade. Well, I told you this woman was aggressive. This woman didn't care about anyone else but herself. And as you can see, it felt like she was feeling threatened by Cassie. So what did she do? She put it through the barricade to ensure that she could not get up. My God, Cassie Danger was just destroyed there. She looked promising. There was a lot of promise, but I think that's been taken out right now. Right then. And now here we go. Last rites. That's it. Nobody's kicked out of last rites. But look at this. Just pin her. Doesn't care. Continues. Chokeslam continues to punish her opponent for no reason. A chokeslam. She had it after the last rites. My goodness. And look at this submission hold now. Kelly Lawson with this submission hold. And Cassie Danger has no choice but to tap out. That's it. Another victory for Kelly Lawson. She remains unpinned and unsubmitted here in Empire. My goodness, this match, Cassie did have some moments of showing herself, but of course after being put through the barricade, that was all gone. Last rites, choke slam. Then the submission hold, but I've never seen it used yet here in Empire. that was enough to make her tap out. Cassie barely conscious at this point after all the damage she was just put in. She taps out. And if you think she isn't ready for that 2-on-1 handicap match, you must be crazy, because this woman just decimated another opponent to pick up her 3rd straight win. Again, unbeaten, unsubmitted, 3 matches in a row for Kelly Lawson. Who can stop her? I don't know. It may take 2 women. I have to see if Dakota and Candice can do it. Oh, wait a minute. Backstage here in catering, Shayna Baszler is brawling with Spring Tigress. Well, these 2 women, Spring Tigress actually eliminated Shayna Baszler from that Battle Royal on Extraction. And that may be stemming for why this assault is happening. But these 2 women are completely going at each other. We need some security for this. They're just brawling here. Spring Tigress herself has been trying to, break in to get more here in Empire. Haven't had a very great win-loss record. Oh my goodness! But eliminating Shayna Baszler is no small feat. Of course, Shayna seemed to have taken umbrage with that. My goodness, a trash can to the top of the head just took her out. Oh my goodness! Look out! Look out. Falcon arrow on the concrete. My goodness. Spring just proved a point here. Assaulting Shayna Baszler. And we gotta focus now to our next matchup. Distance Riley is here, as I mentioned. And look who's with him. Lermarcus Carter. My goodness. Well, as I mentioned before, Distance Riley assaulted Tasmanian Tiger Mask on last week's Extraction, episode 15, and then demanded a match with Aussie Andy for tonight. And then he also claimed that he would have a tag team partner that would take the tag team division by storm. And look, as you can see here, it seems like it's Lermarcus Carter as his tag team partner. Arrogant is Distance Riley. He hasn't had a great success this season since debuting at the beginning of the season. Only haven't had a ton of opportunities, but this could be his chance to get back into the win column against a team that has some momentum. And that is Aussie Andy, one half of the Pub Club. With his tag team partner Tasmanian Tiger Mask in singles competition tonight. Of course, the last time we saw them, they defeated FTR on Extraction, and they earned a right to get into the Conquerors Rumble match. Of course, they both were in the Conquerors Rumble match. Unfortunately, they did not win, as we know. But now they're looking towards tag team success, tag team gold. Of course, these 2 men have actually never received a one-on-1 shot, a tag team title opportunity for the Atlantic Tag Team Championship this season. It's never happened. And they want that shot that they've definitely seem that they deserve. Of course, the current Atlantic Tag Team Champion Speed Force set to defend those titles in No Escape 2 against the new team of Take 2, of course. But as you can see here, we got 2 teams now looking for possibly getting to that tag team title opportunity as we lock up here to start off this match. And oh, look at that, some aggressiveness by Aussie Andy, because Andy not too happy about what Riley did to his tag team partner. And look at that knee strike. And we just got word from General Manager Tommy Thunder that these 2 teams will face each other in the kickoff show of No Escape 2. That is now confirmed. It will be the Pub Club versus Distance Riley and Lermarcus Carter in the kickoff show of No Escape 2. Now Distance Riley He's in control here of Aussie Andy to start this matchup. What a night we've had so far. Of course, we had a big tag team victory by Ardiente and a Nightmare. And overcame the men on a rampage, attacking both members of Project Omega. Of course, distance, Brian Cage prevented a match to happen between Aleister Black and Malik Brown. And we got an update, and of course, Aleister Black is okay. He's been cleared by doctors. He should be good to go. He should be good to go for the Elimination Chamber. This is Riley in control now. After the drop kick, he's got the flapjack. Big flapjack there. Of course, Brian Cage ruined a match between Aleister Black and Malik Brown. Aleister Black should be good to go, as I mentioned before, to be inside that chamber. He's been stitched up. A cut was formed as he was taken to the back. But he's okay now. Of course, Malik Brown fended off Brian Cage. This is going to be a combustible match with all the elements inside that chamber. But went for the Bulldog. Aussie Andy able to stop it. Since Riley been in control for the last couple of minutes. Big suplex. And now Andy now, after the suplex, is going to go up to the top rope here. He's going to drop an elbow and no distance. Riley gets out the way and then the clothesline. Just clobbered him with that clothesline. Now look out. Scorpion death drop. My goodness, is this enough to get the cover? Only two. I believe that was the first cover of the matchup. Just the men back and forth. And of course, with a new tag team forming, it's going to be a lot of teams jockeying for position for a future tag team title shot. What a belly-to-belly suplex right there by Aussie Andy. Well, what's Andy gonna look for now? Andy, Aussie bomb. The Aussie bomb connects. Is this enough? Shoulders down, and oh my God, so close. 2.9 right there. Riley was able to kick out, but look at these shots by Aussie Andy. Riley was able to cover up a few of those, but now he's in control still. And look at this triangle choke on Riley now. Trying to get the submission victory here. Andy, a very well-rounded competitor. Former tag team champion in GWA, Australian champion. Held championships in many different companies. But Riley now in control. Look at that knee drop. After he got out of the triangle choke, in complete control now with these knees. He is known for many knees and being very aggressive. Like, look at these, like these eye rakes right there to the eyes. The bloody eyes of Aussie Andy after he was just busted open. Now, look at this. After all that, he's going to sit him down and lock in a chin lock. That's what Distance Riley is all about. No flash. Doesn't care what the fans want, what the fans think. Only cares about is trying to get a win. Well, Andy now. Andy getting out of it. Fighting back with these strikes. Now tosses him into the corner now. And another, what a chop to the chest. My goodness. And now he's going to continue that momentum now. He's got him up top. Maybe thinking superplex connects. Big time superplex. And now up to the top rope here. Big elbow. Into the cover. This is enough. Oh, only two. My goodness. What a match this has been between these two. I don't think Andy can believe the fact that Riley was able to kick out of that. I think it's going to continue. It's going to try to continue the fight here. It's got him on the top rope. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for another superplex. Well, wait a minute. Carter's going around the other side. Carter's around the other side, and he's going after Tiger Mask here. Tasmanian Tiger fighting back here. A brawl is broken out between these two on the outside. Oh my goodness! What a bulldog! Just planted Tasmanian Tiger Mask on the floor. Aussie Andy's completely distracted by this brawl on the outside. And look at Carter. Carter's trying to fall back to the other side of the ring. And look at Andy distracted, and that allowed Riley to just drop him with a missile dropkick off the top rope to the back of the head, and look at neckbreaker. Carter completely distracted Andy with that assault on Tasmanian Tiger Mask, and there's going the distance. Going the distance connects, and that's it. Distance Riley picks up the victory, thanks to the distraction of his tag team partner. Marcus Carter assaulting Tasmanian Tiger Mask on the far side of the ring. My goodness, and what a win for Distance Riley this is, to beating a man of the caliber of Aussie Andy. I thought this was at the Aussie bar, but it was 2.9. So close right here. This elbow drop after the superplex combination. Aussie Andy may be thinking for another top rope move, but thanks to the distraction of Marcus Carter that took out Tasmanian Tiger Mask on the floor, that allowed Distance Riley to pick up and hit that distance, to go in the distance and pick up the 1, 2, 3, and push Tasmanian Tiger Mask back up now. But of course, the damage was done. Big victory for Distance Riley as we head to that big tag team contest between these two teams in the kickoff show for Escape 2. Back, ladies and gentlemen, after the commercial break, and now we are heading towards a big North American Championship match here tonight. What a match this will be. Former two-time Atlantic Tag Team Champion Matthew Stone gonna go for the championship here tonight. Of course, we know his tag team partner Ryan Evans is actually gonna be challenging Atlantic World Championship at No Escape 2 101 against Tyson Gore. Speaking of Ryan Evans, there will be a one-on-one confrontation between Ryan Evans and Tyson Gore following Tyson Gore's match with Drew McIntyre. That will happen tonight. So big things happening. You gotta think this all started because Matthew Stone had actually defeated Ryan Evans one-on-one in the Empirical Quest tournament earlier this season. He would then go on to reach the semifinals after defeating Seth Rollins in his first North American Championship reign in the quarterfinals. And of course, that victory, barring with a lot of the other success he's had throughout the season, is why he's getting this North American Championship match tonight. comes the champion Seth Rollins regaining the title, beating Roman Reigns, and taking the title in that triple threat Extreme Rules match over Malik Brown at Empire Conquest 2. And of course, he successfully retained inside of a steel cage at the 2-year anniversary special. You heard from him last week. He wants to be a man to hold both those championships, both the Atlantic World Championship and the North American title. And as you can see, a new look and a new attitude right here tonight for Seth Rollins. Completely doesn't care about anyone else but himself. New theme song as well. Completely new change to his character. And now he tonight, as you can know, he is inside that Elimination Chamber match. Because he is North American champion. Tommy Thunder wanted him to defend the title before the event. As you know, champions are required to defend their title within 30 days. That's why we have Seth Rollins defending the championship tonight. This should be a great matchup. Of course, completely, you could say, a very different Seth Rollins than the Rollins Matthew Stone faced the first time in his first reign as champion earlier this year. Ready for the introductions before this championship match. As I gotta mention to Ryan Evans, it has had an attitude change, and that first loss in the Imperial Quest tournament was kind of the start of that. And of course, they had another match at Empire's VW Prestige block earlier this year as well, and Matthew Stone picked up the win of that match too. And many say that kind of made the downfall, kind of gave Evans that over the edge that made him change his attitude a bit. Of course, they talked before Conquest 2, and it seemed everything was fine. But as you can see, as you saw at the 2-year anniversary special in the kickoff show, he won that battle after a low blow to Aleister Black to eliminate him. And of course, we heard what he had to say last week as well about this whole situation. Of course, we'll get to that later when we get to our main event, but tonight we got to focus on this North American Championship match. Seth Rollins, their champion, 2-time champion, defending against Matthew Stone, who's had a lot of opportunities this season to branch out, as I mentioned. 2-time tag team champion with Ryan Evans and Sudden Impact. Semi-finalist in the Imperial Quest tournament. Had a one-on-one shot at the Atlantic World Championship against the champion at the time, Troy Saint, Empire Uprising. So a lot of opportunities. And he's got one more if he could win the Elimination Chamber to get a shot at the world title at Empire Strikes Back 2. Seth Rollins with that insecurity to start off this match. Look at that, the aggressiveness. Normally, Seth Rollins, as arrogant as he is a phenomenal athlete. But it just seems like he's a little bit different tonight than he normally is. You know, look at Matthew Stone. What a DDT off the ropes. Big DDT off the ropes to kick off this matchup. These two men going all after at the start of this match. The North American Championship is on the line. Of course, we know they both have bigger plans, of course, in that Elimination Chamber, but that's not what it's about tonight. Northern Lights with a bridge. Only a 1 count. Seth Rollins able to kick out quickly out of that. He's going to look for something, but gets swept out. But Seth Rollins, there's a standing moonsault. Seth Rollins here, you can see the aggressiveness coming out of Rollins with that knee strike and these elbows to the top of the head. Just going completely after Matthew Stone to start off this match and to the outside. Oh my goodness, this Seth Rollins, just an aggressive individual. See, he has Messiah on his pants. It seems like he has a god complex at this point. Into the steel steps. My god. No, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins doesn't care. Seth Rollins Phoenix splash off the top to the floor. Knees up by Matthew Stone. And oh my god, what a knockout shot. What an elbow. Just knocked the lights out of Seth Rollins. That could be what's needed to get up a win here by Matthew Stone. Look out. Oh my god, right into the apron. I tell you now, Matthew Stone, he has to be just as aggressive as Seth if he wants to pick up the win in the championship. Here, big splash. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only two this time though. Now Matthew on the second. Going for a senton, but Rollins gets out the way. And a sling blade. Big sling blade right there. And now what's Rollins looking for? A package. Small package driver. God's last gift. And now look at these stomps again. This aggressive side of Seth Rollins that we have not seen. We've seen him put on great performances despite the mentality and the attitude that we've seen. But here now all he cares about is getting punishment. Went for the drop kick. Matthew off the ropes, but he gets caught with a neck breaker. And you just saw him expose that turnbuckle. Oh my goodness. No. This is just like how he was able to pick up the victory against Roman at Conquest 2. Buckle bomb into the exposed turnbuckle. Referee's got to get order here. And a frog splash. That's it. Seth Rollins is going to retain right here, right now. 1, 2. This is over. No, Matthew Stone kicks out. My goodness. Matthew Stone able to kick out of that. And look, Rollins not too happy about it. He's screaming at the official. The referee said it was only 2. And oh, Matthew Stone. Matthew just took advantage of himself and the turnbuckle. Now look at this. This is how he beat Seth Rollins the first time in the Empirical Quest tournament. 1, 2. Is this over? No, only 2. Rollins met that turnbuckle chest first, and there's a flatliner. Big flatliner by Matthew Stone. 2. Is this over? No. My goodness, Matthew Stone continuing the pressure here. We could have a new North American champion. What would that mean if Matthew Stone was able to pick up the North American title and then win the Elimination Chamber? Effectively doing what Seth Rollins wanted to do. Seth Rollins sidesteps. He sidesteps. Oh my goodness, what a DDT that was. Just completely took out Matthew Stone. And look out. Look out. Curb stomp. Busts him open in the process. This is over. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Matthew Stone kicked out of the curb stomp. Tell you, this kid has a lot of heart. He's been showing a lot that he could hang in the singles game despite having a great tag team record. Good. Seth Rollins going up to the top. Went for something, but Matthew able to get out of the way and hits a neck breaker. He's got him set up though. He's got Seth Rollins set up for Steamroller. We have a new North American champion. 2. No, Seth Rollins kicks out at 2. Matthew Stone not too happy about it. So close to winning the North American Championship, but not today, says Seth Rollins. Look at Seth. Mike hangs him up in the ropes. Throat first. Matthew Stone rolling out of the ring because of that. Oh, look out, springboarding. To the floor goes Seth Rollins. Despite the aggressiveness we've seen from him tonight, he has shown some athleticism, and oh, what a spear on the floor. Matthew Stone getting back in it to hit that spear. And now Matthews got him up in the powerbomb position. Referee's count up to 5. Rollins gets out of it. And oh my god, what a super kick to the midsection. Just take all the air out of him and revolution knee. Matthew Stone was knocked out, hit in the gut, then hit in the skull. He can't have much left now. Seth Rollins puts him back in the ring. And he's gonna get up and he's gonna hit another curb stomp. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Seth Rollins retains the North American Championship. But what a fight Matthew Stone put up. Now Seth Rollins not only keeps this championship, but has momentum going into the Elimination Chamber match. Empire No Escape 2. I tell you, this was a great contest back and forth as it was. At the end of the day, Seth Rollins kick to the midsection, revolution knee, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins still North American champion. His Messiah complex is certainly growing now thanks to that massive victory. Could he possibly go to Empire Strikes Back and challenge for the world title? We will have to see. And, oh no, wait a minute. The lights just went. Oh my god. Where'd Seth Rollins go? The lights went out. Seth Rollins is gone. You know, Matthew doesn't know what he's gonna deal with right now. Grim is here, and oh my god. Grim is here, lights gone. Seth Rollins is not here. And now he's sending a message. He's going to assault Matthew Stone, who just went through a brutal battle for the North American Championship. And Grim here. Oh no, look out. Grim he's got Matthew up for Tombstone. Why he assaulted Manny's assault has been a mystery, but I don't think this is a mystery. It's pretty obvious he's sending a message to Matthew and all of his opponents inside the Elimination Chamber match at No Escape, and look out, another Tombstone. My goodness, Grim just sent a message to everyone inside the Elimination Chamber that he's coming. The injured Matthew Stone was helped by our medical staff. Hopefully he will be okay for the Elimination Chamber 2. What a crazy night this has been. But now we're going to turn our attention now to tag team action, as Take Two, the number one contenders for the Atlantic Tag Team Championships, are in action here and now. We have Eric and Azriel. This last week, Azriel went one-on-one with Johnny Gargano. Thanks to a timely distraction by his tag team partner Eric, Azriel picked up the victory and earned him and his partner a shot at the Atlantic Tag Team Championships. So it has confirmed, as we mentioned earlier, it will be Take Two challenging Speed Force for the Atlantic Tag Team Championships at No Escape 2. The match that will be only, of course, this is going to be right now their second tag team encountering. Could they capture their tag team championships in their third ever match as a team here in Empire? We gotta see now, and Eric's gonna start off this tag team match against these two local kids here. As you can see, the guy in green. The green kind of looks a little old actually to be a kid, but regardless, yeah, look at those shots. Look at these kicks. These kicks. The kid is proving something, but Eric just comes right back here. Big drop salt off the ropes. Massive headbutt. Now throws him in the corner. Eric wanted his partner tagged in. Here. No, I don't think he wants anything. He just got clotheslined to the floor. And now he takes out the other guy too. My goodness, Eric, one-man wrecking crew here in this tag team match. And it's gonna prove to if Mustafa Ali and Johnny Gargano, they can take these guys on. Of course, they met the first time. Oh my God, a code breaker. They met these men right before Conquest doing a number one contenders match, which Speed Force won. So of course, Take Two are looking to get back into this match. And the guy in the green is not the legal man. That spin kick that helped him beat Gargano last week for Azriel. The legal man, of course, is the guy in the red. Now back in now. These two men just destroyed here. What's he gonna look for here? Look at it. Fall of Man connects. The Fall of Man. That's it. Take Two, what a easy victory, but what a performance they showcased here, destroying their opponent. And it looks like they are definitely ready to challenge for the tag team titles. Look at this maneuver here. Fall of Men. Wheelbarrow into a code breaker. An impressive maneuver there. And that picked out the victory here tonight. Take Two definitely proved themselves. Can they prove this again to capture the tag team titles? We're gonna have to see. That's for sure. Wait a minute. Gargano and Ali. Strong words there from Ali. Again, I'm looking to prove just that their tag team reign is no fluke, and they deserve to be the tag team champions. So we're gonna have to see if that's the case come No Escape 2. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are set for our main event of the evening. Of course, as you can see here, Sinister Scotsman Drew McIntyre set to go one-on-one with the Atlantic World Champion, the only man to hold that title twice, Tyson Gore, in our main event of the evening. This should be a hard-fought, hard-hitting battle between these two men. Of course, McIntyre, of course, not going to be a part of No Escape 2, but a win tonight would certainly put him in a future title shot down the road. Gotta believe that. Following this matchup, we will have a one-on-one confrontation between Tyson Gore and Ryan Evans before their Atlantic Tag Team title match that will take place at No Escape 2. That is going to happen immediately following this matchup. So of course, stay tuned for that. You gotta think Tyson Gore can't overthink, can't overlook Drew McIntyre, despite having Ryan Evans on the brain, and whoever wins that Elimination Chamber as well. You gotta think about all that going into No Escape 2. All McIntyre cares about is getting a win. That's for sure. And here comes the champion. Two-time and current Atlantic World Champion, Tyson Gore. Seth Gore's got a lot going on his mind. You gotta think, of course, he recaptured the Atlantic World Championship in that triple threat elimination match at Empire Conquest 2. And immediately after TJ Nicholson eliminated Troy St. Grimm made his debut to assault TJ Nicholson, and of course Gore was out on the floor, and unfortunately he had to capitalize on that, which led to him winning the championship. Of course, that's been on his mind. And then he went on to face Ryan Evans at the 2 anniversary special on the main card after Ramfitz won a battle royal to earn the shot, and that match was thrown out because Grimm assaulted him. Of course, gotta have that on his mind too. But of course, Evans only cares about himself, as we heard last week, saying that he got robbed and he should be the world champion right now. It's time will tell on that if that's the case. We're gonna find out at No Escape 2. Tonight we're gonna have a hard-hitting main event, Gore McIntyre, right here and right now. McIntyre immediately went after him. Went for a shoulder check and got knocked down from it. Gore didn't even move from it, but look at that. McIntyre able to completely get back up despite that and take these shots at those in orange connecting and knocking Gore down. But now Gore's coming right back here. Look at these shots by Gore. Gore's going right back at it to McIntyre. And then just tosses him halfway across the ring. Gore shot to the midsection, looking for something, but McIntyre gets out of it, and a big clothesline. I tell you, these men are too hard-hitting performers. They don't care. They just will go at it. And look at this, a Kimura lock, standing Kimura lock by McIntyre. Just wrenching on the arm here. Of course, Gore cannot near afford an injury this close to the No Escape 2 and Empire Strikes Back 2. Of course, Gore won his first championship at the first Empire Strikes Back last year, last October, or September. It's me. Look at that snake eyes, and now Gore. Look at this. Look at the power of that. What a power slam. What would it be for Gore to go back to that event already holding the championship that he won at that event the year before? It would certainly be a big deal for Gore. Now McIntyre taking a breather after being seemingly overwhelmed with that power, and the referee trying to prevent Gore from getting out of the ring, and he got clobbered. But McIntyre, look at these shots. Gore will not go down from them. Will not go down. Gore is just not going down. McIntyre's continuing the assault here, and there's a German suplex. He went down after that. Then, oh my goodness, massive headbutt. Classical kiss, you could call that. Now look at this, he's weighing him down here after all that assault. After that headbutt, McIntyre just stretching Gore completely. Look at Gore's trying to get back here. Look at these shots to the chest. He's still got the arm. A shot to the midsection and a hip toss to get out of it. Could say he's not a very technical man, but he was able to get out of that there. Spine buster. Big spine buster. Hooks the leg. Two. Only two. McIntyre continuing to fight back. Because McIntyre, no one said McIntyre doesn't have the passion and the drive. His attitude may be a little bit to be desired. As you can see here, he's going all after the Atlantic World Champion with these shots. Of course, we saw he lost an all-squad match to Aleister Black right before Empire Conquest 2 and had a very short showing in the Rumble match. So he's definitely got a lot to prove. What a toss. He just tossed a 300-pound man across the ring. That's how strong Drew McIntyre is. Look, another headbutt, more shots here. And oh my god, you want to talk about strength. He's just carrying a 300-pound man on his shoulders. That's it. Hooks the leg. Is this over? No, Gore kicks out at 2. McIntyre continues this out here, but now Gore is coming right back here. Gore is coming right back. Shot to the knee to take down Drew McIntyre. Now off in the corner. He's off. McIntyre able to get out of it. Tosses him out. Oh, went for a clothesline. Went for something here, but Gore quickly able to stop it and just pulled them by the hair. Now look at this. He's going after the shots now. Full shots to the face. Just like McIntyre did earlier. And again. Oh wait, he's lining him up now. McIntyre just got clocked in the face several times. Doesn't know where he is and gets nailed with a Gore. Good night. It's the Gore enough to pick up the win for Tyson Gore. No, McIntyre kicks out at 2. I think what's it going to take here, these two men going all after each other. McIntyre getting back up. he's going after shots. Gore able to block in. He's got shots of his own. Back and forth we go between these two men. Backbreaker to stop all the momentum there by Gore. Oh, he went for something again, but elbows to the side of the head. Oh, he tosses him out, and now he gets knocked to the floor. What's McIntyre thinking now here? McIntyre, Claymore on the floor. You know, I think that doesn't do any more damage, but he certainly could pick up the win here. He hits a Claymore kick. That's got to be enough. Rolls over 300-pound frame. If Tyson Gore hooks the leg. 2, is this over? No. Tyson Gore kicks out. I don't think McIntyre can believe that Gore just kicked out of the Claymore kick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Drew McIntyre just tossed Gore to the floor. McIntyre over the top rope. My goodness. McIntyre is not a small man either, ladies and gentlemen. I know he may be thinking a second one. If he can hit a second one, that may be enough to put Gore away. Second Claymore. No, out of the way there. Out of the way. Shot to the midsection. And oh no. Gore. Gore is looking for Gore bomb on the floor. Gore bomb on the floor. And that is 100% more effective. My goodness. McIntyre just got squashed and planted on the floor. That may be enough to get the 3 count. But oh, wait a minute. Gore may not be done yet. What's Gore thinking here? What is Tyson Gore thinking? He hit the Gore bomb on the floor. And oh my goodness. McIntyre maybe have nothing left at this point. Gore's gonna look for Gore bomb. Gore bomb off the top rope to McIntyre. My goodness, what a move that was. Hooks the leg. 2, 3, it's over. Gore picks up the win. My God. This was a brutal battle. But after a Gore bomb on the floor and a Gore bomb in the ring, off the top rope no less, Tyson Gore picks up the victory and gets a lot of momentum heading into his Atlantic World Championship defense against Ryan Evans and No Escape 2. My God, what a match this was. This was brutal. Drew McIntyre definitely proved how he can hang in the main event scene. But Gore proved why he is the Atlantic World Champion with the victory here tonight. So the Gore, and this was the turning point. He hit the Claymore kick on the floor. We thought that was it. I thought that was it. McIntyre got the 3, but he did not. Gore kicked out. And of course, this Gore bomb, as he went for a second Claymore, he got hit with a Gore bomb on the floor. And that set up a second Gore bomb off the top, and Tyson Gore picks up the win. And now we're going to wait for this confrontation between him and Ryan Evans. Ryan Evans, of course, the number 1 contender, got a rematch thanks to Tommy Thunder gave him that rematch after Grimm interfered in their first match at the 2 anniversary special. Now we're going to await the arrival of Ryan Evans here. As Gore celebrates his victory here tonight. What a win it was over Drew McIntyre. Here we go. As I just said, Gore's in the ring. Here's Ryan Evans. Ryan Evans. We said everyone's mentioning this attitude change that Evans has gone through. Where does it come from? Well, of course you can see he didn't even help his tag team partner after he was assaulted earlier tonight by Grimm. No no one's seen him all day. Of course, Tommy Thunder, the general manager, even offered to give Evans a warm-up match here tonight. He declined it. Of course, Gore did not, as we just saw a big win for him. Apparently, Evans is all about that title shot, and that's all he cares about. I don't know where this attitude change came from, but here he is now. Certainly a confident Ryan Evans, although it feels more like arrogance, honestly. Tyson makes a good point. He was nowhere when Grimm was assaulting Gore, and earlier tonight, as I mentioned, Evans was nowhere to be seen when his tag team partner was assaulted by Grimm. You gotta think, I guess, for Gore, Evans needs to prove himself. But I guess Evans doesn't think so. I wouldn't say Gore's afraid of anything, honestly. I think Evans is a little bit too full of himself for his own good. And oh, wait a minute. I think Evans just went for a low blow on Gore, and Gore saw it coming, got the knee up. And oh, look at Evans. Evans is running now. Evans went for a low blow, and Gore able to block it. And oh my goodness. Well, there's a statement right there. These two men will fight for the Atlantic World Championship and No Escape 2. We have to see what happens. I'm Joseph Cabrera. Thank you for watching this episode. I'll see you all next time. Good night.